Okay, so last time we were creating journals and we'll continue the same.
Okay.
Okay, so creating journal, let's do it. Ledger is your actuals. Okay, actual, what the company name is? Twitter. And the accounting date, let's take it as today's date. Again, remember this is part of a business process. So if you type BP colon and journal, you will see accounting journal event default definition, based on which it's going for approvals or not approvals, amounts, all those things. So I'll just take 2nd of May, which is in this May month itself. No worries. And the journal source. So I'd show you maintain journal sources. And from there, all the sources are coming here. Wherever you will tick accounting journal, that source will be appear here. And you can pick it up. So let's say manual journal here. Okay. Memo, you can say anything. This is our second journal. Let's continue. Okay. By default, you get 2 lines here, one for debit, one for credit. But that's not the limitation. You can add more lines, as many lines as you want. So I'll just pick a few random ledger accounts here. Let's take cash. And let's take this powerful amounts. And as a simple example, it has to be a balance journal. If it is not balanced, it will not allow you. Now, the cost center has been marked up as mandatory here. So let's take any cost center for now. And after this activity, I'll show you how to create the cost centers and cost center hierarchies. It's very easy. Let's take this one. So this journal has gone for approval based on the business process. And in the process history, you can see the BP accounting journal event, for which step also it has gone for approval, which is mentioned here. So let's approve this one, and then we'll create the cost center and the journal sources, and then we'll see this related work tag usage also. So as I said in the beginning of the session, all actionable items for review, approval, taking some action comes under your inbox. So click on your inbox, or Teresa Serrano inbox here. So you can approve. It's totally approved. Okay, it's 9253 posted. If you the process history, who has taken which action or approvals, you can see here. This was initiated by Adam Carlton. Accounting manager approval was not required as part of the BP. Then it went to your controller for approval. Now let's come back to the other part, how to create a cost center hierarchy. Just like company hierarchy, you can create a company hierarchy first, sorry, cost center hierarchy first, and then cost center. Anything is fine. So let's do it. So first, let's create the cost center hierarchy. Type create cost center hierarchy. The task is pretty easy. Create cost center hierarchy. Reorganization was Twitter. Okay. Now, from which date this hierarchy will be available? We have mentioned is 0101900 as same as our company hierarchy and company. Now let's give a cost center hierarchy name. Let's say Twitter Global Operations. We give a name as TGO. We'll go to the name. And remember, as we create the business objects, we need to change the reference ID because it's useful when you create the data in bulk. or you want to link the data in bulk. Suppose you want to add 1,000 cost centers under this cost center hierarchy. At that point of time, it's good if you have some code or reference IDs in place. Subtype would be a cost center. In company case, it is a company. Visibility, as I mentioned, everyone means everyone. Role assign means if I assign any roles here, that person only. Role assign your members, role assign your current and superiors. So we'll say everyone here. I'll just copy this code again, TGO.
Why are we creating actually another hierarchy over here? We
This
had
is a cost
created
and that is was company hierarchy. This is cost center hierarchy.
so what is the difference between cost center hierarchy and then? This is just because we are creating a another cost center, we are creating another hierarchy.
No. That was
Then,
company. See,
hmm,
you work in a company which pays you. That is your
hmm,
company. But you
hmm.
must be working under emerging technologies, global operations, okay, or
Huh.
standard S&P, like
So
some
you are
kind of
saying,
division.
so basically, okay, you are creating division underneath in one
You can
company.
call
So
it as a division if you want to understand in the
okay,
simple
branches
language.
kind of thing only.
Yeah, but if you
Okay,
see a
that's
salary
why.
slip also, there will be a cost
Uh,
center mentioned attached to it, that
yes,
you belong
yes,
to this cost center, right? The same thing we are
yes.
doing.
Okay, okay, okay,
In other terms, cost center is where the cost is getting impacted.
okay.
Okay, you're dividing the cost. So what happens, as I'll tell you, I've worked in the operations, how it works. Let me just spend 30 seconds here. When you decide the budget for a company, okay, say you are the head of the family, okay, let's say you are the head of the family. Now, people will come to you, okay, kids will come to you, mama, where is our pocket money? We have this expensive, we need to buy this book, tablets, laptop, whatever, etc. Right? You will say, okay, take $1,000. Now,
Mhm.
your mother-in-law will come. What about my sarees and suits, right? You'll say, okay, mama, take 10,000 rupees and don't bug me anymore for 1 year now. So similarly, what happens in the operations world for any like company, with any company, okay,
Mm,
the IT people will scream, okay, this year you're
mm,
planning to hire boss 100 guys, right? People. But what about
mm,
their laptop, their headset, and the expenses? So
mm,
I need, 1 lakh US dollars. You
mm,
said, okay, take it. Okay, I'll plan this in my budget. Then your operations people will come. Okay, what about the cleaning, the building, washing, and all those expenses, right? You see, okay, you take another $50,000. Then your food and cafeteria person will come, operations person will come. That okay, what about running the cafeteria and all those, right? I need to provide food to your employees. So give me like another 2 lakh US dollars. You'll say, okay, 2 lakh US dollars. You know them in advance because you are hiring, you have a target in. So whenever a company is running, they have a target in their head that okay, this year will target to hire like 50 more people in pipeline or 100 more folks, right, per head. So that is the budget they have in advance. They know in advance that this is the target for next year. And similarly, your transportation department or some operation department will come to you and they will ask for the cost. Now, where this cost is coming? So you are earning by selling something to your customer, right? Then you're generating revenue also, and then your forecast also. That okay, in 1 year from now, 2 years from now, next year, we'll earn that much revenue, we'll have that many customer database with us, and we'll be earning this way. So you have a forecast, and based on that forecast, you do your budgeting. That okay, for getting this many customers, I need to spend on advertising. Okay, I need to spend on networking and all those meetings, dinners, and lunches, like that. So there are different divisions or cost centers, you call it, who comes to you, or you need to allocate the cost to them because from where they will
okay.
get the money, right? So as a
Mm,
head, as a CEO, CFO, that's a CFO work, they will divide the cost to different cost centers. Just like your service will have a cost center, emerging technologies. Now, emerging technology is just not like a cost center. It's also generating the revenue also for them, right? So this cost center has 100 people, part of emerging technologies, who are working on Workday. Now we need to spend more money on them because they're like packages, because we're targeting for 10 managers, 10 senior consultants. And as per the market standard, this is like the package overall we have to offer, plus minus 10, 50 lakhs or like whatever it is. So based on that, you get some cost. And if it is not utilized good enough for the CFO, he will take it back. Okay. But that's hardly the case in operations. You're always under budget and you need more budget and you need more money from the CFOs. So that's a plan, role of a CFO, dividing the cost, budgeting and forecasting, working with numbers, playing with the numbers. And this is the same thing. Okay, so if I'm running an institute, I'll create cost centers. Okay, I can do different custom organizations also, but I will create cost centers. Okay, from this cost center, how much I'm running, how much I'm spending, and so on. Then you can tag this cost centers to transaction like customer invoices, supplier invoices. Then you can do a very high-fi, a very fascinating composite report, just showing it to CFO, CEOs. Okay, this is the cost we are earning. This is the cost we are spending. This is the amount we are earning, taking these cost centers. You can slice it as the data as in what you want. But I hope the concept is clear now. If it is not, let me know.
Yes, yes, it is clear. Actually, the thing is that I got confused because it was written Twitter Global Operations. If you had written only Global Operations, I would have understood it because
Actually,
I would
just to
have
make it
like
unique.
related, yeah, I would have related directly to branches or cost centers. When you root actually Twitter, I got confused. Why are we creating another company itself? That's what I ended up thinking.
Yeah. Actually, it happens, but just to make it unique, because there may be a global
Okay.
operation cost center already set up in the system by someone.
Yeah.
So to get rid
Yeah.
of that, I just added the Twitter there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead. Now we'll create the cost center hierarchy. So as I said, but before that, we need to change their reference ID. So I had copied the code as TGO, and you will see a system generated code here, which will get rid of. Now we'll create a cost center. Let's create two cost centers at least. Let's get Twitter salary, Twitter employees salary. Okay, TES. So that is cost center by default visibility is everyone as part of practice. What happened here? What happened here? Somebody is in the different work tag. Let's add it. So cost center is also done. Cost center is done. Okay. Now we'll talk about this related work tag use. Like you saw on the journal, we were getting
Mhm.
this cost center as mandatory, right? How to make
Yes.
something as mandatory, non-mandatory, and all those things. I'll just show you. So the task is maintain work tag usage. There are two things: maintain related work tag usage, which I'll show you later on. But first one is maintain work tag usage. So maintain work tag usage is for your transactions, whatever you create, like journals, customer invoice, supplier invoice, any other thing, any other transaction. For that, we can mark some work tags as mandatory and non-mandatory. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's go ahead. And as you can see on the accounting journal, cost center is marked as mandatory, right? Now, if you want to make something else also as mandatory or this as a non-mandatory, how do you do this? You go to this edit work tag usage, and this is a part of your interview question, guys.
Mhm.
Okay, sometimes people do ask like, how do you make a work tag as mandatory and non-mandatory? This is the way. So I'll just take it off for now that I don't want to make it a mandatory one. Here, another point is good point is how many you can mark as primary work tag. Okay, now primary work tags come in the same row in a separate field. Okay, whereas this additional work tag comes in one single field. I'll show you the difference. Let's add something here. Let's add channel or something else. Let's say division. Okay, let me get rid of division from here. Let me add division here. I'll mark the division as mandatory for now. Earlier it was cost center. Now I'm marking division as mandatory. So I'll hit here. Now we'll go to create journal.
So
Again,
does that mean that when we create journal, the cost center is compulsory?
no. Right now what I said is division would be mandatory or compulsory if I'll create the journal.
Mm.
So let's
Yes.
go to create journal now. So division is mandatory now. Cost center is not mandatory now. Earlier, if you remember, it was an asterisk sign there just before the cost center, which is not there now. And by primary work type means they will come in a separate column here, like division, like location, like cost center. In additional work tags, whatever we had mentioned there, they will appear. Got it? Like all these things were mentioned there. So this is the basically play of your work tag usage. Now related work tag usage something on this business objects. On this business object, maintain work tag usage is something for your transactions. Maintain related work tag usage is for your what you call it, your business objects like company, cost center. On that you can make something as mandatory and non-mandatory, but almost same. Here we'll make things mandatory on transactions. In maintain related work tag usage, you make things mandatory, non-mandatory for your business objects. That's all. Now I'll hit submit here because I have already given division here. So it will just go ahead and again maybe to go for terraces and for review and approval. It was not required. That's good. Now we'll see another examples of journals. Because I have logged in as Teresa Serrano only. That's why it got auto approved.
Okay,
Now,
because you were directly doing from her ID, it
yes,
got auto approved.
yes, exactly. If I log in the same person as approver and create a transaction also, then this is Workday functionality. Okay, so the
So
transaction will get auto approved.
Workday also there would be restrictions like the approver cannot prepare journals like SAP
We can
not.
do that. We can do that.
In
How
the
is it?
security, we can restrict the users.
Yes,
Okay.
we can on the BP also we can do that.
Yeah.
There are
In the
many,
business process, yeah.
yes, exactly. It's not the initiator, it's the same person. There are many steps over there which you can create
True.
and send it also.
Create the teams and accordingly we can assign the.
Yes, exactly. That's right. Now let's just say more examples here. Okay. What I'm doing here. Now I'll record a quantity on this journal. Okay. How it works like this. Now you see here, this column has been added, which was not there earlier, this quantity column. Normally, I have not seen, I'll be very honest, normally I have not seen companies using it in their like month-end journals or accrual journals or some other adjustment journals. But this is the functionality I just want to show you. This is FYI only, but hardly you will see someone using this very frequently or on average basis also. But we'll see the usage of this. It's nothing just like you create customer invoice or supply invoice, you give a quantity there. Same thing, nothing new.
For creating a journal, earlier you are telling like for the these are the standard, what to say?
Standard examples.
Not example, it's a standard, like for every ERP we have some global standard template, and then we can add our dimensions accordingly, right?
General template you're talking about.
Journal
Like
template, yeah.
we do have that. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just showing the few functionalities of Create Journal. and then we can talk about this.
Like we can add our dimension as per our requirements, right?
Yes, there's a template, and
Okay.
in customer supply we'll talk about this a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now let's give a quantity here. Let's say, but again, that has to match. So let's say 10 quantities, unit of measure is each. So let's go to box, anything, let's select anything, let's set 10 also. Okay, what else is pending here? Just division. Division is pending. This division is marked as the mandatory one. I'll show you one more example and then we'll talk about the template service. And today also we'll talk about the EIB part. How to create the journals from EIB, like mass creation of the or bulk creation of journals. Now I'll just submit here. Let's see. And yeah, just we got an error here. Unless it is balanced. It's my bad. My bad. Let's see one multi-currency journal example also. And then we'll talk about the recurring journal template. So, let's see. See, after like few chapters, it's like fun. And you try to learn more and more on daily basis. Now we'll see a multi-currency journal, enable multi-currency, right? The moment you select this, you'll open this currency rate type also. And here we'll say the currency rate type is current rate, which is today's rate. Okay. And I'll just hit continue here. So ledger account, again, I'll select something here. Cash. Okay. Now, here, it's giving the currency option. If I want to have a GBP here, allow. Okay. The ledger currency is USD. Remember, ledger means the company currency. Now
Yes.
the conversion rate is 1.26. Okay. So it has converted this £1,000 into dollars. And when you will convert that, as per the current conversion rate, currency exchange rate stored in the system, the amount comes as 1263.42 in US dollars. So I'm posting £1,000 journal, but when the system is calculating and converting that, it's showing the debit and credit amount as 1263.42 US dollars. Okay.
So which one is the local currency?
This one is the local currency, 1263.
USD.
USD. So the amount, if I pull the TB, I can see the local one 1263.
Yes.
Because that company is created in the USD currency.
Correct.
Because
yes,
okay.
we'll see that report also.
Yeah. Okay.
In a few minutes from now.
Yeah.
When we are doing the like this in this particular journal, you have created you have both the lines are in GBP currency, right? Now,
Right.
if I want, like we are choosing the multi currency, and can I put a line in GBP and the another line in USD or per se euro or anything?
But it has to match.
It'll have to match for sure.
Then we can try this. It got refresh.
Okay.
Let's try this.
Yeah, because one of my ERPs that I had worked on, that used to allow us to do that thing. We in one journal we can use multi currencies. So we never used to pass in one currency. Like we can use GBP, Euro, AED, and all that. So I just wanted to check that.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, now let's enter this line as GBP 1000. Sorry, it's a ledger account here.
Ledger account.
1000. Okay, now let's take another ledger account here. First, let's select the ledger accounts. Now you want to make this as GBP, right? Let's make one line as GBP.
Yes.
Now what second line you want to make?
Let's make it USD only.
And let's take $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you see here, because this is
No,
1,000.
we will not be able to take it as 1,000. When we are putting the credit amount over here, no, we will have to put 1263.42. Then only it will take the corresponding amount as this.
What do you think? Is it correct? Like, then if it is the case, then why don't we select a different currency here? What is like business
No,
case? Just want to understand.
no. See, my purpose is that debit and credit amount were like, what this is, the debit amount and credit amount. It is showing the base currency. This, like, I wanted to know whether the ledger debit amount and ledger credit amount was showing the same currency or not. We, like, when we were trying to hit the banks, generally what happens, if you are trying to hit the directly the bank accounts, okay, you cannot change the currencies there. Okay, there could be many banks in a company, right? USD, AED, GBP, Euro, and all that. You never can change the currency of a bank account. You will have to, the currencies are such, you will have to use that only. Now, in that case, how you are doing? That's what I wanted to know here. So, in such cases, what happens? Let's assume we are trying to debit our bank with 1,000 euros or 1,000 GBP, like here, and we are wanting to credit our client or credit one of these accounts, some any of these accounts, per se accruals or something, and we are trying to hit that account in USD because that's my local currency thing. Because I cannot hit my accruals or banks, like banks in any other currency, I have to use the main currency, the bank currency only. And when I'm trying to use a accrual or any prepaid or anything, then I'm using the local currency of the company. So in that case, how it will happen? Will it happen or not? That's what I wanted to check. But
Yeah,
this is so,
yeah, it's matching. See, it's matching now because it's
so
balanced.
if we
So
can submit,
it will
right?
allow. Yes, yes. Let me put division
Yeah.
there. Now let me submit. So it has allowed us to submit because you put
Yes,
balance.
it is allowing us. Okay.
Now we have seen enough examples of creating manual journals. So let's say create recurring journal template. Just type journal template. So we have something called create a recurring journal template. Suppose you post journals on monthly basis, okay, and your work text is fixed, your information is fixed, and all those things. For that, there's something called create recurring journal template. Okay.
Yeah.
So ledger is again Twitter.
This is for accruals, depreciations, and sort of things, right?
No, not depreciation. It's just like
Bulk.
suppose
Yeah.
you post something on monthly basis. You have fixed details. That
Yeah,
okay.
like accruals, prepaid expenses, and like
Ha,
for
ha,
1 year
ha.
it stays almost same. Sometimes what happens if you have done some kind of adjustment in the asset ledger and something, then you particularly go on putting that entry in for particular 1 year.
Yes, it's kind of yes. Now we'll give it a name. So we'll say Twitter adjustment levels. Something like template start date, let's say from 1st of May. Okay. it will end on 04/01 for 1 year. General source in this would be a manual one. Okay. If you want to report to something like this, okay. Generate once per frequency by a period by monthly. Okay. And then I'll just say 1,000 cash. Let's say $1,000. Let's give duration as monetary value there. CPG. If you want to edit this, come to this now. Once the template is ready, on the template option, you can say edit or generate new journal. So if you click on the generate new journal, okay. So on every 1st of May month till April 1st, it will create a journal. Right now, if you see, it's done. Status history on behalf of this, it's done. Now we can schedule this.
This one, create recurring journal template task.
This is what we have done.
Yes.
Okay. Recurring journal generation. This is the one. Recurring journal generation is. Selected June as the period. Journal has been created. Let's see. This was the work type which we had selected. The period is June. So it has created the journal for June period.
Hmm.
That's how you can create them in monthly basis.
So every month we need to schedule it, or it will it is scheduled till
It is scheduled till April
2023.
next year. Yes.
3. Okay.
The benefit is like, suppose this is just 2 lines, but in many companies there are many work tags. Okay, and that's already time consuming activity. You have different lines also for some companies for some reasons.
Yeah.
So for that, in that case, it's very useful. So you will, instead of doing manual it one by one, adding all the lines, you create this template once, and then you go with this task and then just mention the period, and it will create it. So like 5-second, 10-second job only.
Where did we mention the end date for this JV?
No, there is no, the template has an end date, not the journal. Journal will have a period only.
Okay, the journal has a end date till when?
This journal template is like till April next year.
So it is a
Where did we
scheduler.
mention that?
The
Sorry.
earlier one, it's a scheduler which we schedule it to run it every first day of the month to post, right?
Yes.
And the earlier one, he was explaining us to create the journal.
The first one was like the creating journal
Yeah,
template, and then
right.
we gave a range that okay from 1st of May till
Correct.
April next year.
Okay.
In between
Okay.
whatever period I'll give, like suppose next time I want to give July, so it will create the journal for July.
Okay. Okay. So it's easier that way. Like sometimes what happens, we have to for 3 months or 5 months we have certain JVs. So for that, if we need a recurring
Yeah.
JVs, we can directly set a range for them, and they will automatically get posted.
No,
And
no.
if
First, we create it and we put the range that for the 5 months that journal will be activated, and then we
yes,
will schedule it which day of the month it needs to be posted. So this
yeah,
one is the
that part I
schedule.
understood. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one I understood. And also when we want this to be on auto reverse also, that reversing thing can also
Yes,
be
we
ticked
can.
out.
Correct.
Create
Yes, we
reversal,
can do
that
that.
particular point.
So it
Okay.
will create
Okay.
reversals also. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Thank you.
So this was about journal generation and all those things. Now I'll show you the EIB part. Okay, and please stop me if it is getting heavy again for all of you. If you have to practice, just stop me there. So let's do this EIB part now. So we have something called create EIB. Okay, now this will take some time, and I think EIB is sufficient enough for you because that is pretty much for accounting journal manual journals we have. That we're trying to load the data in bulk or trying to create 3-4 journals in one go, different values, different amount. Okay. Normally it happens when you do the data migration. At that point of time, you use this template to load the journals or legacy system into
The
the
bulk
Workday.
loader. It's called bulk loader normally. What
Loader,
we
or you can create an integration file also.
yeah, but
Anything.
yeah.
So we'll set with we have to make it independent with the inbound. Journal EIB. Inbound. Inbound means bringing something inside the system. In means in the Workday. Out means outside of Workday. So don't get confused. In means inside Workday. Out means outside of Workday. We are
So which
importing
means that
something.
if we are in means that we are shifting to Workday. The company is
Yes.
shifting to Workday, which means over here, and outbound is if we are shifting from out Workday.
No, we are exporting data from outside of Workday for some XYZ reason. It doesn't has to
Okay.
be like implementing a different legacy system or technology. It's like your own purpose. You need data in bulk from the system. That's why you also use the EIB to
Okay.
export data.
Okay.
Once you do that, you will come to general settings page automatically. Skip
What is
this.
this EIB full form?
Is enterprise interface builder. So under get data, you have to select the template name. So we are creating accounting journal. So we'll say accounting journal here. And then we'll click next. Just quickly, I'll just fill the details. I'll share this information with you. Let me just quickly change some parameters here. This. I'll just explain what these columns are. So it's manual. EIB general. Okay. Able to generate companies, okay, now if I go back, first of all, we have to change LSEP to the company reference ID. So what is the company reference ID? EW101, I believe.
Yes.
Right.
Right, so let's go back. Let's say control H. And this is like some of the company details. I just copy paste to save some time. I just say 25101. So now, the first two rows are saying debit and credit. It means this is only one journal because every journal will have 2 lines, right? So this is showing us debit and credit. One means first journal. Two means second journal. Third means third journal. Okay. Add only means adding the journal into the system, like submitting this into the system. We are saying yes. If you want to update some existing value, you would select N here. But as we're creating new journals, we'll say Y here. Then autocomplete means autocomplete the business process. Don't wait for us to say, okay, submit again, start proxy and do all those things. So autocomplete. Submit is our submit. When we click on submit, it goes to next page, right? Same thing.
Sure.
These are the only information you need. Then why? Then you will go to the next thing here. Then in company column, as you can see, it's marked as a asterisk sign here. So you have to put the reference ID here, TW101, is the company reference ID. Currency for this company is US dollars. If you want to use a different currency, you can do it. Ledger type is actuals. This is the reference ID of ledger type actuals. The accounting date, on which date you want to post the journal. Journal source, manual journal, right? And memo, just to mark it like EIB1, EIB2, EIB3. Then row ID, because every journal will have two lines, debit and credit. So row number 1, row number 2. Okay. And we have selected the ledger accounts here. Then we have given the debit amounts, credit amounts here. Very simple. Only few things you need. Okay. Press Control S. This is submit accounting journal 4. Now we'll go here and we have to say launch integration. Then we have to get Twitter. Organization, don't give anything. Run frequency, run now. You can select tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whatever you want, but we'll say run now. Now we'll select this integration attachment. We'll select the attachment from our drive. Very easy actually. Once you start working on it, you will love it. Submit accounting journal 4. That's our EIB. It's loaded. Okay. Very easy. Now, first time when you load any EIB, it's like even if you have 10 years of experience, always go with this option. Validate only. Means first of all, just check the data. If it is correct or not, don't directly submit this into the system. Hit OK here. Refresh. 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 We'll come to know if it is correct or not. Looks good. One error is there, so which is good. Let's see what is there. Errors are good. Errors only teach us like how to do things. What is the mistake we have done? Division. Close this. So we'll get rid of division first. So we'll open this, or we can go here only. Maintain Workday usage. I hope this time it will work. Once we just go here. Using find journals, we just search the journals that we have submitted. As you can see, we have all the journals here, and you will see also these are the amounts. Remember 25, 55,
Yes.
25, and to just confirm, this is the email. Then one. Okay, so that's how you load the journals, and it's very easy to learn.